And welcome back to part 2. So, the next DVD I have is Training Day. Denzel Washington's won, I think, his second Oscar for this. Yeah, his second Oscar. He won Best Actor at the 2002 Academy Awards. This is a very good film. It's basically Ethan Hawke is like sort of a rookie cop, and Denzel Washington is practically showing him the ropes. This is a good film, and I kind of like those films that take place in just one day. There's something, about that. Still, good film, and I highly recommend you check that one out, because, and also he's got The Equalizer coming out, which I'll probably go see, if I can find a suitable time. And the next DVD I have, I bought this for my brother for his birthday, and it's the the last part of Breaking Bad, the Season 5 Part 2. And this is a very, it had a very fitting end to the show. I honestly thought that this was going to happen, and then it wound up on its head, but it's still a very enjoyable show, and with characters that you like. I mean, Bryan Cranston again does a good performance, and I think he won like his fourth or fifth Emmy for this. I think he did win one for being a producer on the show, but this guy has a very good presence, and everyone is really good. Aaron Paul, Anna Gunn, they all have some their own little moment in the show, and it is just brilliant. Still, again, can't wait for Better Call Saul. And I actually love, there's an alternate ending on the show where they rip off the Bob Newhart show, and it's basically Walt waking up next to his wife from Malcolm in the Middle. It's a very funny. I can't even think about it without laughing. But it's very enjoyable, and pick it up. It's great. And okay, for my birthday, my mum got me a box set. This contains both Saving Mr. Banks and Mary Poppins. Of course, Saving Mr. Banks, you'll know, is the movie about not Henry Travers, no, that's the guy from It's a Wonderful Life. P.L. Travers going to California to get, to work for Walt Disney's trying to convince her to give over the rights to Mary Poppins. And it's intertwined with flashbacks from her childhood and her father, who, by the way, Colin Farrell does a very good performance in this film. I'm surprised he wasn't nominated for Best Supporting Actor. He should have. This is a good film. It has lots of references to Mary Poppins. There's, of course, a Cinemaniacs review on my channel. And also, Thomas Newman's score is very beautiful. But still, check this out, because it's pretty good. And also, I have the original Mary Poppins. This is the 50th anniversary edition. I think it contains sort of all the DVD extras, maybe some from the 40th anniversary edition that I used to own, and from the 45th anniversary edition that I sadly don't own. But hey, this is better than both of them, right? And this even has something about, the Broadway show of Mary Poppins, which is actually interesting. So, anyways, if you don't have, both of them, just, get this set, because it actually is, and plus, it's my birthday, so I sort of got it for free, because it was a gift. But, so, that's kind of cool. And here's a couple of DVDs that I bought with my birthday money. First one is Argo. Again, with Ben Affleck. Another movie with Bryan Cranston in it. And this is the extended edition. This is the 2-disc extended disc declassified edition, and it has all these things. It has both the original, both the theatrical and the extended cuts, which were already included on the English version. It has this second disc where it's all like features and stuff, and here you can see there's a picture of the hostages running away from the embassy, and okay, and it has some very good things here, like some there's a bit of sort of some tape on there, like some glue. I'm trying to get these out, so just bear with me for a second. Okay, here's the here's the DVD case. You see it comes in like a slim case, like, you know, the all these American Blu-rays have. This is the back here, and anyways, it has like the ultraviolet copy. Alright, and here we have, I think on this here is disc 1 with this here is disc 1 with the movie, and this one's like the special features. Yes, so it has like both cuts of the movie, theatrical and extended. And here we also have some like a little envelope, a little confidential envelope, which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, you know, if you like open it up, you get like you have a little flip book there, just like a flip book with all pictures and biographies of like the cast and everybody. Yeah, so it is very just. And you also have a poster for the fake movie that they're trying to make. Yeah, if you've not heard the story already, it's about Ben Affleck and as like working for the CIA or the FBI. He's trying to like, this is set during the Iran hostage crisis, and he's trying to get him out of Iran by making a fake film. This here is the map of Tehran with all the sets for the movie. Okay, so that's pretty good. But this is a very good film. I really recommend this if you're like a Ben Affleck fan. I can't wait for that Gone Girl, because David Fincher is like one of my favourite directors. And hey, we were even researching him today in college, because I was doing one of my favourite genres, thrillers. Yes. Okay. So, this is a good film. I highly recommend, you know, they check this out. So, still, Ben Affleck, I think, does like do some good jobs on his films. You know, The Town was decent, but I think this is like a lot better than The Town or anything. Still, I'll probably you know, stick this in the player sometime and think back to how much of a good film this was. Okay. Alright. Okay, okay, it's all back. We can continue. My apologies for the delays, people. So now we can continue. Next one I have is another Best Picture winner, and it's Michael Cimino's The Deer Hunter. The only good film he's ever made. I have seen Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. It's a pretty good heist film. And I've not seen Heaven's Gate, which apparently completely screwed MGM and they're out of money or whatever, but I think they got back in business because of Skyfall. Anyways, this is like, I think one of my favourite of De Niro's films, because De Niro does a pretty good performance, and especially Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken practically shines everybody in these films. In this film, it's about a group of guys, I think Russian Americans, and they're, you know, going to Vietnam, and they get captured and they're forced to play Russian roulette, you know, to sort of the Viet Cong are torturing them with Russian roulette and stuff. This has one of the saddest endings of all time. You know, just, you have been warned. Still, a very good film. I think this really deserves to win Best Picture. So, anyways, the next one I have is David Fincher's Fight Club. Fight Club is actually a pretty good film, and it has a good soundtrack. And if you look at this, this is like a paper thing that they have, and it's got like a picture of Tyler Durden and a picture of like a soap bar, and it sort of stretches out, and you have like books. You have like a booklet here, and one on Edward Norton, and sort of this is a very violent film, and it sort of in a way like sort of points out topics of like consumerism and things like that. And this is just a very good movie. It's very quotable. Everybody knows what you're referencing when you say something like, you know, first rule of Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club and, you know, whatever. But this is still, if you've still not seen it yet, shame on you. Shame on you. Just watch it. Go watch it now. You know, click off the video and go watch it now. Next one I have is The 40-Year-Old Virgin. This is the film that sort of made Steve Carell famous. Okay, well, The Office made him famous, but this was kind of what put him on top as a comedic actor. And this is like the directorial debut of Judd Apatow, who went on to become a very famous comedy producer of many comedy films. And if you all haven't heard the story, this is about Steve Carell, who plays a guy, and he reveals that despite the fact that he's 40, he's never been laid, and his group of friends, was played by Seth Rogen and many others, all try and get him like laid or anything. But that is actually, it's a pretty funny film, and the scene, the chest waxing scene, has got to be very funny. Both funny and just unsettling at the same time. It is very good. Next one I have is practically, I think, one of my favourite films. It's Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut. This was the last film that Stanley Kubrick made before he died. And this is a very weird film. And it's basically Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman are this couple, and Nicole Kidman, whilst they were both getting high, Nicole Kidman sort of confesses to almost like cheating on him with another bloke. So he goes off and tries to, sort of cheat on her for like revenge, and he stumbles upon this cult, and just gets very weird. But still, this has a pretty good soundtrack, and this Stanley Kubrick is a pretty inspirational. Many people are inspired by his work, and this is good. It's got some sort of features, like, for example, it's got a Channel 4 documentary, I think it's called The Lost Movie, Stanley Kubrick and Eyes Wide Shut. This even has his speech from when he was, given the Directorial Guild of America D.W. Griffith Award. And this has like interviews from Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, and his best mate Steven Spielberg. This is a good film. This is like, I'll probably watch it this Christmas because it's a Christmas time setting. But anyways, there it is. So tune in for part 3.